Luna's gripping the door frame. Her knuckles are white. She's crying so hard her whole body is shaking. And I'm just standing there holding a towel.
Wait, it's not the water. Her sensory system is overloaded, and you're forcing her into it.
What? It's just a bath. She's done 1,000 baths.
There's one sensory trigger doing all the damage, and you're hitting it every single night. I'll tell you which one. But first, what did you do right before she grabbed that door frame?
I just picked her up and put her in the tub. She's little. A little pressure, and she's in. What's wrong with that?
Right. And now she flinches at the faucet, doesn't she?
How did you know that? She wouldn't even wash her hands today.
Because her body memorized something. In the bathroom, I have no control. That 3-second lift for you was 3 seconds. For her, it was someone else decided what happens to my body.
But she won't go in. She just won't. I don't want to carry her in. But it's 8:30, and if we don't bathe now, she's not in bed by 9, and she's late again tomorrow.
I hear you. So today, I'm going to lay it out for you. When a kid resists the bath, it is never. She hates being clean. There are 4 hidden reasons behind it.
4? I thought she was just being difficult.
What you call being difficult is her using the only language she has to tell you something. Here is uncomfortable for me. Stay with me. The most counterintuitive one is number 3. That's where almost every parent gets the direction wrong. Let's start with 1. Reason 1. The water pressure. The force coming out of that shower head. To you, it feels normal. To her skin, it feels like being hit with tiny needles. She isn't afraid of water. She's afraid of the force.
Wait, so when she yells, no, she's not throwing a tantrum. She's saying the water is too strong.
Possibly. Try turning the shower head to its lowest setting. Or skip the shower entirely and pour water over her with a cup. I'll bet you anything her reaction drops by 80%.
Wait, that's it? That simple?
That simple. But you've never actually asked her, is the water too strong, have you?
I asked her, why don't you want a bath? She said no.
Why don't you want a bath is a question a kid cannot answer. She doesn't have the words for water hitting my skin hurts. You have to ask the specific one. Is the water too strong, too hot, or too cold? Does the soap on your tummy itch?
Got it. Reason 2?
Reason 2. Washing her hair and washing her body are 2 completely different miseries, but you're packaging them under one word, bath.
What do you mean?
Washing her body? She's probably fine with it. But washing her hair? Soap running into her eyes, having to tilt her head back, water pouring down her face so she can't breathe? Any one of those 3 things is enough to make her hate the entire word, bath.
So every time I say bath time, what she's actually hearing is time to get my eyes burned.
Exactly right. The fix. Split them. Tonight, just wash her body. Tomorrow, just wash her hair. Or do the bath in the tub and do the hair separately at the sink, where she sits upright and water never hits her face.
2 stages? That sounds like a lot more work.
Would you rather spend an extra 5 minutes splitting it into 2 stages, or have her cry for 27 minutes every night?
Yeah, point taken.
And while you're washing her hair, give her a small washcloth to cover her eyes, or teach her to tilt her head and stare straight up at the ceiling. One tiny move can rescue the entire mood of the bathroom.
Okay, reason 3. The counterintuitive one.
Reason 3. And this is the blind spot for 90% of parents. What she's resisting isn't the bath. It's the fact that you're interrupting whatever she was already doing.
Wait, what?
Picture last night at 8:30. What was she doing?
Stacking blocks. She'd built a tower, and she was just placing the top piece.
And then you said?
Come on, bath time. And then I scooped her up.
To her, that wasn't the start of bath time. That was the important thing I'm working on just got ripped away from me. Flip it on yourself. You're deep into a long game. Your wife walks over and yanks the power cord and says, "Come eat dinner." What's your reaction?
I would commit a crime.
Exactly. That's what she's feeling. She's not refusing to bathe. She's refusing to bathe right now.
Then what am I supposed to do? I can't just wait until she decides she's done.
You don't have to. Give her a warning. 10 minutes ahead, say 10 more minutes, then bath. 5 minutes ahead, say it again. Even better, get a sand timer. A 5-minute hourglass, set it next to her. She watches the sand run out, she knows time is up.
Oh, that's clever. She isn't being interrupted by me. She's being interrupted by the sand.
Exactly. The sand timer doesn't have an emotional fight with her. She's negotiating with time itself, not with you.
Okay, reason 4.
Reason 4. Give her a choice. This is the master antidote.
A choice? Of what? She doesn't get to choose not to bathe.
She doesn't get to pick A or not A, but she absolutely gets to pick A1 or A2. Do you want to wash your hair first or your body first? Do you want the red towel or the blue one? 5 minutes in the tub or 3 minutes standing in the shower?
She'd pick either one. Either way, she's bathing.
Exactly, because what she actually wants is not no bath. What she wants is, I get to decide something. The moment she walks into the bathroom, it's because she chose to, not because you carried her. The whole power dynamic flips.
And then I add bath toys.
Bath toys are even better. But here's the trick. Don't put all of them out every time. Only 2 per night. Tonight it's the rubber duck and the cup. Tomorrow it's the squirter and the boat. She doesn't know what's going to appear. The bathroom becomes a mystery box.
So she'll run into the bathroom just to find out what's there tonight.
100%. Within a week, she'll be asking you what's in the bathroom tonight.
Hold on, I need to ask, what about older kids? 8, 10 years old, they're not going to fall for a rubber duck, and full-on tweens, glued to a phone, refusing to shower for days. How do you handle that?
Good question. Same principles, upgraded wording. Whether she's 3 or 13, choice, warning, and splitting it into stages are still the 3 pillars. Don't drift away yet. The part that connects this to the rest of her life is still coming. 8 to 10, the choice she wants is, I get to pick my own shampoo. Take her to the drugstore. Let her pick the scent. Peach or green apple, she decides. A bottle of shampoo for $10 buys you 100 days of cooperation. Best deal in parenting.
Oh, that's exactly my niece. She started insisting on her own shampoo in 3rd grade. My sister thought she was being a pain. Turns out that's what was actually going on.
Right. She was practicing my body, my call. Now bump it up again, 11, 12, on the edge of puberty. The need shifts to privacy. She starts not wanting you in the bathroom, not wanting you to see her body.
And this is where a lot of parents go. She's being difficult and force their way in.
Wrong move. This is the moment you exit. You give her the right to lock the door. You give her the right to decide what time she bathes. The only thing you get to say is the big frame. Done by 11. What happens inside the bathroom is her business.
And if she drags it to 11.
Let her drag it. After a few nights of dragging it, she realizes she didn't sleep enough. The next day was garbage. She'll adjust on her own. That's 10 times more effective than you forcing her.
Man, I never got this. I always thought my job was to control it.
The layer you control has to shift. When she's small, you manage the how-fo, how she washes. A bit older, you manage the when, what time. Older still, you only manage the whethers. Did it happen? Yes or no?
And what if it's a real teenager and she just doesn't bathe for a week, like full strike?
That's a different conversation. That isn't a bath problem. That's her telling you something. She's processing something. She's protesting something. Or it's a warning sign she's actually depressed. The move there isn't to force a shower. The move is to sit down and ask what's going on with you lately.
Got it. Okay, let me summarize. Luna isn't bathing because 1. Water too strong. 2. I bundle hair and body into one event. 3. I interrupt whatever she's doing. 4. No choice. Fixes. Soften the water, split into 2 stages, sand timer warning, A1, A2 choices, rotating bath toys.
Plus the older kid layer. Let her pick her own shampoo, then pick her own schedule, then lock her own door. You step from managing the method all the way back to just managing the result.
Wait, this thing she's learning, my body, my pace, that's not really about the bath, is it?
Not even close. 30 years from now, AI will write her essays, plan her schedule, even help her pick a job. But AI is never going to decide for her how my body gets treated. What she's learning in that bathtub right now. I can choose. I can say no. My discomfort gets heard. Is the exact muscle that protects her at the doctor's office, with a boyfriend, with a boss who crosses a line. It's the only skill that actually saves her.
I genuinely never thought about this before. I thought a bath was just for getting clean.
If you force her into the tub tonight, what she's learning is, adults get the final word over my body. 10 years from now, when a guy does something to her body she doesn't want, she's going to default to. I guess he gets the final word too.
Don't say that. My scalp is tingling.
I'm not trying to scare you. I'm trying to make you see it clearly. These 5 minutes in the bathroom aren't a hygiene lesson. They're her first lesson in bodily autonomy. Every single time you respect her, she gains another notch of strength for the rest of her life.
Okay, homework for tonight. I go home, apologize for those 27 minutes, and ask her, is the water too strong?
Perfect. Add one more line. Do you want to wash your hair first or your body first? Let her decide. Tonight, when she walks into the bathroom, she walks in. You don't carry her.
If you just realized you're in the I just carry them in camp, drop a comment and tell us how many minutes your kid cried during the last bath war. We need the solidarity.
Before bath tonight, remember that one question. Is the water too strong? Then give her 2 options to choose between. 3 days from now, you won't just see her willing to bathe. You'll see her starting to look forward to it. Bath time was never just about getting clean. It's the first lesson a child gets in my body, my pace. A kid who grows up having her body respected. 30 years from now, in any room, with any person, she will never quietly hand herself over.